Hello, and welcome back to Advent, Reflections by the Well. Thank you for joining me on this 15th day of Advent. Today our focus turns to the profound theme of peace in relationships, reflecting on the connections with people in our lives that may need reconciliation or healing. In the midst of the season's activities, it's an opportune time to consider the state of our relationships. Today, let us explore ways that we can extend forgiveness, understanding, compassion, and gestures of peace to mend any strained connections in our lives. Let us begin by finding a quiet and comfortable space, free from distractions. If you'd like, dim the lights, light a candle, or gently close your eyes if it's safe to do so. Let's take a moment to center ourselves, focusing on our breath, inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling deeply and exhaling fully. Bring yourself into the presence of God. Be aware of Him all around you. And if your thoughts tend to wander, just gently guide them back to your breathing and the presence of God. Now let's gently call our attention back to the present moment, remaining in God's presence. And let's continue with a prayer. Dear loving God, on this day of focusing on peace in relationships, grant us the wisdom and grace to mend any strained connections in our lives. Guide us in extending forgiveness, compassion, understanding, and gestures of peace. Amen. Reflect on ways you can extend forgiveness, understanding, compassion, or a gesture of peace. Are there intentional actions you can take to mend strained connections and foster a sense of harmony? In the spirit of this Advent season, let's challenge ourselves to be agents of peace in our relationships. Tomorrow we'll continue our exploration of peace on this Advent journey. May the peace that begins within us radiate into our relationships and beyond. Thank you for joining me today on Advent Reflections by the Well. As we continue our journey throughout this sacred season, I invite you to share the warmth of these reflections with others. Your support can help us reach more hearts in need of hope and inspiration. If these reflections have resonated with you, consider subscribing to this podcast and leaving a review. Your words can be a guiding light for others seeking a moment of spiritual contemplation. For those desiring additional faithful inspiration beyond this podcast, follow me on Instagram at _bythewell. There we can continue our journey together, sharing reflections, thoughts, and moments of spiritual connection. For more information, look in the show notes of each episode. Your presence and support mean the world to me. Let's spread the light of hope and reflection as we continue this Advent journey together. Take care and have a blessed day.